Max, I want to talk about what Shree's just been taking us through, but before we do that, I want to get first to these China trade numbers. Now, we're still waiting for the dollar-denominated numbers to come out, but we've had some commentary from the customs agency, essentially, indicating that, they're going to have some downside pressure on trade, and that's because of protectionism in the market, which, they haven't outwardly said that's about the US, but you'd have to imagine it probably is. We've also seen some softness in the Yuan. How much of this do you think is retaliation and how much of this is market forces?
Right. Well, I've been arguing that most of the RMB weakness, like Chinese equity weakness, has been a casualty of the trade war, not a weapon of the trade war.
Okay.
And when you think about that context, I think yesterday's apparent de-escalation by the Chinese side does make a lot of sense. Because when you have a trade war and you have financial casualties, China's financial markets being the biggest ones, you want time to regroup and let the market recover or stabilize.
Can you really characterize it as a de-escalation? It sounds to me like they're saying, we are going to react, we're just not reacting yet.
Right. Well, I think the market was broadly expecting them to match with a list of tariffs for U.S. goods, in addition to the $50 billion that was already announced on Friday. In April, when the Trump administration published this list of $50 billion in Chinese goods, China responded very, very quickly. Whereas now they're basically deferring that action. So to your point, they didn't rule out further escalation or further retaliation in tariffs, but they did basically postpone that for now. Because we have to keep in mind that this implementation date on these latest US tariffs will kick in September or October at the earliest. There is no implementation date yet, so it gives China time to reconsider its strategy and send out a signal that they're willing to talk, at least on a low level, which could melt up to high-level talks.
Still watching? Perfect. Click here to watch another great video from CNBC International. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.